So Isabel's gonna change the cartridge on a Moen faucet. So first you gotta take the handle off. And you can see she just has to twist that off until it comes all the way off. And then once that's free, she's just gonna pull it off, put it to the side. And then there's an extension in there, not the other side. And that is, she's got to pull that plastic part out, and that just twists out the same as that other one. And so just twist that out. Did you get it? Yeah, just pull that off. That's just decorative. Is it coming?
Yes. Yes. It's very wet. Here, can you?
So that's a fine thread, so it takes a minute to get out of there. If it gets tight, you can just use this face cloth and use that to hold on to it. It'll be easier.
Jeez. How far does it go?
You'll see. Now the next thing that's in there is a little retainer nut. So you have to use this, and you'll put it down in there, and you'll feel it'll click in and it'll grab, and you're gonna start backing that out. It might be snug, I might have to help you. Nope, that's the wrong way. There you go, did it come loose? Yeah, this one's a long one, so we're gonna pause our video because it's gonna take you a couple minutes. Is it coming? There you go. We'll be back once she's got it out. So now she's got the retainer nut over the lip of the faucet part. I don't know what it's called. And you can see it's a bit of a pain in the butt to get. It's still gonna be too stiff to really do by hand. So you gotta line it up, and well, it'll be too stiff for her to do by hand. I'll probably help her in a second. And you just got to get that out. So you can see how that fits in there. On a not bathtub one where it's pretty shallow, you can just use a screwdriver to get it done. And they come out pretty easy, but the bathtub one seems to be a lot harder. Once it gets up high enough that you can grab it, it's way easier to just use like a face cloth or something and just turn it out by hand rather than using the retainer tool. So she got the retainer nut out. She's just gonna put that to the side. Show them the cartridges right here. So the bathtub ones have a 1248B. The sink ones have a 1224B, and they won't fit. So they're free from like Canadian Tire, Home Depot, or wherever you get it. Moen's got 100% warranty, so just ask at the counter, and you get a free cartridge, and they'll actually give you the retainer nut tool free as well. So she's gonna get that out.
You're gonna get that out.
Okay. So the cartridge itself, this one was really stuck. I tried to put a 1224 in, I didn't realize it was different. So the cartridges can be really sticky on these ones. The sink one came out like nothing. So we had to use a cartridge tool. And I didn't get the Moen one, I got the cheap one. And that'll go in there, screw it into the top of the cartridge, and then just pull it out. Now we've got the cartridge puller working or installed, and she's just gonna pull up on that. I don't know if she's gonna be strong enough. It's just pull straight up. Don't turn it, just pull straight up. These ones can be pretty tight. And she got it. So the cartridge is out. Now wipe up that water
thought he said it wasn't going to be wet.
It's not that wet.
It's pretty wet.
Now the new cartridge, where's the new cartridge, is just going to go in the same-ish direction. There's only really one way. They go in kind of anyway, and then you just set the handle so that it's right. So it's going to go in like this, Isabel. Push it in like that. Push it all the way down. You got to give it a good shove. No. No, don't use that. It won't go down deep enough. There, you can use that. That probably won't hurt it. Alright, so I'm going to help her because it's pretty stiff. Did you get it? Yeah, that's probably it. It's probably enough. So now what we're going to do is we're going to put that retainer nut back on. But this, you can see we've got the retainer nut started, so she's going to get the cloth. And she's going to put that back down. Once it gets below the lip, so that we can get that tool on there, she'll switch to that. Okay, she's got that retainer all the way down, and you just want to make sure you give a good twist to make sure it's snug down there. That'll seat the cartridge down into the body of the faucet. Now we're going to turn the water on.
Now?
Yeah, we're going to turn the water on before we put it all back together, just in case we got an issue. Okay? So she's going to run downstairs and turn the water on. So that's just an extension that the handle goes on. It came off with the handle. And this way I can turn everything off if need be. Water's on. And that's why I sent her to do it instead of doing it myself. So now, faucet's in. It's good. So now she's just going to put it back together. So now the extension that the faucet top screws into is in there. She's just got to screw that all the way down. I got it started for her because the threads can be a bit of a nuisance. So she's got that in there nice and snug. Next thing that happens is we put the little decorative piece on there, and there's some plumber's putty underneath it to seal it. Then we put the handle on. Now the handle positioning, you can see that it's just, I don't even know what you call that, gouge so that it can go on properly, or so you can get the handle lined up with the other one. How does that look? Does that look pretty close, or should we try and get it back one more? We're gonna leave it like that. So that just sets on there. Now she screws that on. Screw it on first, and you're kind of sitting in the tub, so if you turn it on, you're gonna get wet. And then this just doesn't have to be tight, this just has to be snug. Okay, and now we got a faucet that works.